Hello there. This is a pick a card reading for the message on your path right now. This is timeless, so anytime you come across this and it resonates, it's for you. So we have group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. You can pick one or more if you're drawn to them. Try to trust your intuition. Again, this is a message for your path, your journey right now in life. What do you need to hear right now? Okay, so we'll start with group 1. Timestamps are below. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your message. Hope you're doing well and in high spirits. Okay, so your message right now is Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Okay, a lot of messages around this one. So there's a lot about, first of all, relying on your own intuition, on your own knowing more and more and more, especially as your vibration raises and you get more in tune with your own knowing. It's like maybe we're relying less on outside sources or teachers or things like this and more on our own inner innate knowing, okay? There's also a lot of compassion and communication that seems to be arising from this. And with the vibration raising, it's really important to keep your health and nutrition and sleep as well as you can, because this may come with symptoms as it usually does, okay? So know that if you've been experiencing some physical symptoms or mental or anything, just changes, even more sensitivity, that is for a reason. And for many of you, you're, tapping more into your sight, your clairvoyance perhaps, or just having like visions or dreams or feelings or precognition or just deeper connections going on. And this has been probably more and more like rapidly increasing, okay? Let's see what else there is to add to this message. Everything might not fit together right now or flow, because things, when they adjust and shift, there's always that adjustment or that shifting period. Remember that, okay? Anything to add to this message, Spirit, please and thank you for group 1. Anything else group 1 should know about their vibration raising, about this message? Especially in the past, things may have been slow moving for you. Communication, different things, maybe healing energies could have been at a standstill or slow moving, maybe money. So like money, relationships, movement, messages, things like this. It seems especially in the past there could have been a struggle with this. They're like saying that this is here, this was here, this has happened, or this has been around you because you've needed to be pushed into this direction, essentially. You've needed this process. You've needed these things to maybe not work out the way you wanted them to, or to be on pause, or to be stuck or slow moving so that you could crack open essentially and come into this energy of your own being, of your own self, and even to build the confidence necessary and needed within you. There's been a certain process that's had to take place, and the Spirit's like, there's no accidents. There's no accidents for why things have been the way they have, for why things have happened how they've happened. You're exactly where you need to be right now. And these things, even though they've been super hard or felt unfair or challenging at times, they're a big part of how and why, even not having like stability or having a real home that you wanted to have, or stability within that, or something like this, like this has brought you into this very strong energy of rising, of, that oracle, or that knowing, that intuitive knowing in a way, okay? We do see a King of Wands energy here around you, so this could be fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries here, or just somebody who's been kind of really determined or passionate, maybe a little bit angry or even controlling, something like this. There could have been an offer that was never made, or that you never accepted or never made, or that they didn't, vice versa, something like this. It feels like a person in your life could have fallen off or could have not worked out the way that you wanted them to work. Why are you giving this message? But something about this, it's like you're going to start seeing exactly why, and the waiting energy is slowly dissipating, it's slowly leaving. Movement is going to happen, and it's going to be better kind of movement than you thought. It's not probably going to be with this Leo exactly, or or it's not going to be towards the energy that you think it is in the way that you think it's going to. Anything else to add to this, please, and thank you. Yeah, this is absolutely, there's a lot of, with the vibration raising and the changes, there could be a lot of like emotional clarity that's missing and lacking with the Seven of Cups here. But all of this is bringing you into this Empress energy. You are full of ideas. There's something about you playing a big role in Mother Earth at this time and what's going on in the world, whether it's, about peace or about the nature of Mother Earth herself or all of the above. But there's something very significant and important here while you're still, maybe distracted or trying to figure this out with a person or with an energy here, or sort things out or understand how to be in a different position. Maybe you're the King of Wands at this moment here, trying to control things or trying to, run things in an authoritative or passionate way. Whatever it is, though, it's like they're bringing you into the Empress energy, into this vibration raising energy. You're managing many different things at once. In the future here, you're very content, you're very happy, you're very connected, you're very fertile, you're very driven. You have many ideas, you're creative, you're beautiful, you're glorious. Like all of these things come through. It's just you needed to go on a journey. You've needed to go on a journey to get here, to get to this place. And now it's like it's all happening. It's kind of that energy, and you're going to rely more and more on yourself is one of the big parts of this. So any last part of this message, please, and thank you. They do say that you need to receive love. It's very important. In the past year, you could have had a new emotional beginning, or a very strong emotional release, or wanted to open your heart, or maybe you did something like this. And they're saying something about how you could have perceived it as all pain from there on out, but it's not. It's the relinquishing of control, the letting go, the release, all of this interpreted as pain, but it's like the release, the flow, let cry, the river of pain already present in a way. And this was really an important process, an important thing to get you into this place. It's also it helped take you out of your mind. If you've been overthinking your decisions or worried that you did the wrong thing, you did the right thing 1000% in whatever situation that we are seeing here. You really did. And no longer will these thoughts or burdens haunt you as your vibration continues to rise, as you continue to grow and glow and believe more and more in yourself, because there's been a lot of stuff that's happened. And where you are haunted by your thoughts or have anxieties or fears or things like this, it's normal, it's natural. There's a lot here to process, so it makes sense. But it's like there's a real relief that's coming through as your vibration rises, and a really strong perspective that comes beyond this. And it's like the phoenix rising in some ways, but it's very powerful. It's very almost emotionally powerful. So you can look forwards to a lot of empowerment as your vibration is rising here, and a lot of your own innate knowing. So you guys, we send you much love. You can always email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries. But until then, take care. Hello and welcome, Group 2. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you're doing well and in high spirits. Your message is, so it came out in reverse. We're going to take that into account. So your message right now along your journey is to loosen your grip. This is coping mechanisms, density, addiction. Let God in, or let source in. Let that heart energy in, okay? Some of you could be working on this already. That could be why it's reversed. Or some of you could be in a state of denial about your coping mechanisms, okay? That's all right. It's normal. But we see here a really strong mixture between the throat chakra, communication, and our compassion and our love. So these are like the keys right now to releasing certain things here. So like letting God in, for example, this can be like letting the voice of your truth and your heart in a way, and letting go of what you absolutely know that you need to let go of, okay? This is going to be very essential for you to help lift you out of things. If you've been struggling, for example, with, finances, or with your love life, or with your home, your job, maybe everything, your health, your state of mind, whatever it is, there's something in the physical world that's asking you to let go, or some kind of a mechanism that wants you to let go to find more balance. that's been weighing you down and keeping you stuck in these patterns in many ways, or it's reflective of you being stuck. But it's like, because now there's this opportunity coming in to really let this go, there's very much a feeling of you don't need to be stuck any longer, and you're about to kind of detach from some of what's been weighing you down for maybe a very long time. All right, I'm really getting called now to grab an angel message for you guys, so let's go ahead and see what the angel message is here for you. And loosen your grip is like, you don't have to get rid of it all at once or something. Some of you could be teachers, or you could have a knack for teaching in many different ways. But yeah, you don't have to let go of these all at once, or, you know, cold turkey on something. It's just loosen your grip is like baby steps. Start to let go of something a little more, you know, a little more and a little more. Angels, what message do you have for this group 2? Please and thank you. Child, you care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Okay, very nice. So yeah, teaching, children, family. The situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Okay, so that could be where some of these coping mechanisms, densities, addictions, whatever it is for you, these stuck patterns have actually originated. And it could have to do even with self-worth, or feeling understood, or being acknowledged or recognized, or something like this too, okay? This could have been very painful. And fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well, okay? So anything else for group 2, please and thank you. Through communication, you really can be able to release some of this, okay? Whether it's journaling or speaking or just bringing something to light, this can be really important. If it's a real strong addiction like AA or something, but there's like a feeling of needing to talk about it, this gives you more compassion for yourself when you do, and helps lift you up and kind of separates you from the denseness of all the truths and all the communication that you're just carrying inside, or holding inside of yourself, essentially, okay? We see an unstable person here in the past, or maybe around your energy. It doesn't mean that they're unstable, but the relationship could be a bit unstable, or you could. This could be a water energy, you wanting to offer something, or them wanting to offer something. But this has actually been some kind of a blessing in disguise. This was actually sent to you on angel's wings in a way, whatever this was, to help show you something really important. But I feel like this has been a harder or a heavier energy for you. And this could be part of where some of these coping mechanisms, or these things you've been dealing with, restrictions, battling with, have been more triggered, is from this energy. Whether this was like a person that was like your partner, like a relationship, or somebody that's a friend, or somebody you work with. But either way, a brother, like this is somebody that you cared about in some way or another deeply. And there's a real disappointment, sadness, depression, and emotional lack and limitation here. Okay, again, this is rooted in the childhood. Yes, does feel that strongly, but it could also be triggered or perpetuated by people in your current world now. Okay, we see too, like, it's really important not to try to just pursue money for you, because you won't ever fill a void by doing that, okay? And there can be a hard time for you sometimes to rely on yourself to make decisions. Things can feel unclear, or maybe you don't know what to trust, where to go, how to do things. And it's like letting go of and asking even for help, and allowing that into your heart, like even in the spirit realms or something. It can help to free you and help you see and to transform your state of mind and your state of being so strongly and so drastically. But it just takes, asking for that help, because you have a lot of ability to manifest here, to create, to design your world. But it's like we need to open up and really ask and receive it. Okay, because in one, it's like you feel very like your self-image of yourself here is like very abused and beaten up and kind of like suffering, like you're not even if it's not literal, it's like there's a part of you that really just feels like things are unfair and they don't work, and like your happiness in a way is kind of sometimes false, or it's like a happiness that kind of hurts you, or you hurt yourself with it in a way. But there's like another perspective available here. Like when you open yourself up to all of this, that shows you that you can have a very different self-image and self-glow about yourself. You could be very in tune with nature, with your own being, with creativity, even with making, the money that you need to make, with the stability that you're looking for, like all the things you're looking for, you can make them and bring them in. But it does take making a change in your world, basically. And it's like you're really being called to make this change, okay? Some of this is definitely about releasing the fight towards the past, releasing running from the past even, okay? There is something about standing and facing your fears. There is that, okay? It doesn't mean we have to confront, but it means that it's time to change something about the way that we've been doing things. We've outgrown something, or it's time to outgrow it, okay? And it's just a really strong energy here. Healing stuff with the family can also heal a natural gift that you have towards children. For somebody here, that's a message, okay? So you guys, that's what we have for you. You can always email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries. But until then, I send you lots of love along your journey and success, okay? Happy changes. Hello and welcome, Group 3. I hope you guys are doing well and in high spirits. Thanks so much for being here. So your message is Star Keeper. This is Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded, okay? So you've got a lot of ancestral energy with you right now, communicating with you, especially from ancient Egypt, Greece, Roman energy here, and then all the way into different planetary systems, Arcturians, Lemuria, Lyrion, something like that. Lyra, something. And many others I don't even know the names of here. But you definitely have a really strong presence now, communicating, okay? It's really important for you, especially if this energy is communicating a lot with you. It's a part of you, but it's important for you to stay grounded, because this is the way that you bring this communication and this energy and this light to earth, into the earth, into here, into now, and also keep your own health and well-being good and solid, and keep your own self grounded so that you're not flying up in the cosmos with this energy too much. You're here on earth now for a reason, okay? So staying grounded, getting outside into nature is one of the best ways to do it. Also meditating, you can meditate like the roots out from the bottom of your feet and into the ground and feel them really connecting deeper into the earth, or do different like meditations where you're grounding and connecting to the earth. Also shamanic drumming, the color red, things like this can get you more grounded, and just like exercise and different physical activities. I mean, there's a million different things. I mean, maybe not a million, but a lot of different ways to stay grounded. So, you might want to look that up a bit. You might even be able to ask this Cosmic Ancestor how to do so. But for some of you, this is an initiation, a spirit guide. It's a passage. This is also for some of you the beginning of something, okay, in your world, like a seed or like the womb. We kind of see that here, even a transport or a travel in a very cosmic or astral way, okay? So what else do you have for Group 3? Please and thank you. What other messages for Group 3? Please and thank you. Two of Cups in reverse. Something's not healing. maybe with a person or within yourself, or there's resistance or pause on the healing. Why? Why? Please and thank you. There could have been a person that Spirit doesn't necessarily want you to heal with, because there's a feeling of wanting to move forwards, and this would be your spirit, you know. Spirit's not like our dictator, it's more like our self and our helper and our love here. Could have been an air energy, somebody you were in love with, but it had a heavy side to them in a way. Okay, more about this situation, please and thank you. There could be, love could really be on, I get Love on the Brain, the song by Rihanna. Love on the mind, love on the brain here. What else about this situation? This could have been, if they were an air sign, they could have been a very logical person. Somebody very connected to perhaps animals or resistant to animals. But there was a special connection there. Yeah, we see some kind of air energy, logical energy in reverse here. Or you weren't logical in the way that you met them or the way that you proceeded with them, and you very quickly fell into love with them. The idea of them, perhaps. Now there's like resistance or pause to healing and to offering or receiving love. Okay, why are you showing this? I hear them say because you need to know the truth of the matters of the heart, of the situation, of what this is. So for some of you, this cosmic ancestor, star keeper, has come in to help you with this situation. Interesting. The Lovers in reverse. This has been purposely separated or paused. There could have been something unclear, unstable, uncertain about the growth of this situation. And there is a chance you could be moving towards an earth sign without realizing it or recognizing it. Or there could be a chance for some of you, there was something seated in like a father energy that you found from this person, but they weren't meant for you at this time in a particular way. Or something has to shift first before coming together. Explain this more, please, and thank you. I feel like this King of Pentacles that is moving in is a lot happier energy than this King of Swords for you, but you may not see this coming yet. Sun in reverse says that something is not clear, something was not happy if it wasn't clear, or both, something was not whole or fulfilling, or something was clouding your judgment, clouding your sight. Yeah, there's some real heartbreak that you've been through here, and some real disappointments, losses, and sadness that has really played on your strength, your confidence, your flow, your balance, on your self-worth, on how you view yourself here. And this is interesting. For some of you, you brought, if this was before the last person you dealt with, you brought some of this energy or some of this pain, this heartbreak, this whatever you went through. It's like you brought this energy into the relationship in a way and may have projected it onto this person a bit. Though I still feel this person may have had the triggers there for a reason. It's like there's a real healing process that's going on. It's so interesting they're giving this love message, but they are. There's a real healing process going on here for you, but it's like coming into in the future, because there's been a real resistance to giving, receiving, healing, coming together for real. On your end, especially because of pains in this past situation, okay? But I feel like there's either this energy that you've already been dealing with is going to transform, or you're going to see what they really are in a good way, or you're going to come into somebody entirely new and different that's a lot healthier, a lot more grounded, a lot more stable, a lot more well-stationed, not codependent, not anything like this. They're very set on their own, very wise and mature on their own. And also, it feels here like there's something about you appreciating the process or the journey, even within the unknown, okay? And this is an energy that you're going to move into more and more and more. That could probably call this in a bit. Clearly, you have help from this cosmic ancestor, and clearly, by staying grounded, you bring this light and this illumination in, okay? There's a real gift that wants to come in from the cosmos here, from the angels. There could be a bit of a waiting period around this, okay? Yeah, in the past, the energies around you, there was something that was just, I almost hear redundant or hidden, or something not clear about this, something heavy, something binding in a negative way. And there's a real feeling of this, of this guide or this energy coming in, wanting to free you from that, okay? Wanting to help you free yourself from this, rather, because only you can ultimately do that. Yeah, no more waiting, no more holding yourself back, no more chaining yourself down and just looking through the window. This is like, it's going to be time to really go forwards on your path, on your journey, even into the unknown. Yeah, the song from the Let It Go Into the Unknown song from Frozen comes through, unfreezing what has been frozen and hurt too. A lot of strong messages here, especially around love, interestingly enough, or around connections and your own personal world, okay? So you have help, you guys. You're not alone with this. There's a really strong spirit guide that's come in to assist you in this process. Maybe you've felt that, but know that it's a real feeling if you have. This has happened for a reason, and it doesn't mean it's a permanent ending. It just means for right now, something needs to transform and change because it wasn't working the way that it was going. Even if it seemed it was, it really truly wasn't, or wouldn't have been sustainable. So that is what we have for you. You can always email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries. But until then, we send you guys lots of love. Take care. Hello and welcome, Group 4. Hope you are doing well and in high spirits. So let's see. The message along your journey right now is I remember. Soul plan. The fated life versus the destiny life. So some of you could really be tapping into your past lives right now, or remembering even in an unconscious way or through dreams, parts of yourself. But it's like empowering you and offering you more compassion for yourself and existence, more connection as well, okay? So for some of you, you could be getting visions or communication around the soul plan, the life that is kind of meant to be in a way, okay? It could be a lot that you feel, even if you don't consciously remember it. Even people, places, things that could spark nostalgia or deja vu or something like this, okay? Any messages to add for Group 4? Please and thank you. You don't need to make an offer towards anybody or anything right now, nor do you need to accept one. And if you've recently rejected an offer, that was a smart decision. There could be something that you've learned in your own soul's evolution and journey that assisted you to make this decision properly, okay? We see here that something is not completed. It's not come full circle. And we see you stepping out of your comfort zone, stepping out of things that you've clung to perhaps, or could have been tempted to cling to. You're coming out of this and you're allowing a death and rebirth to take place. And this is very strong. And part of this strength that's coming through is because of that memory of your soul plan, of what is your destiny, essentially, what is meant to be. And I feel like some of you are taking charge of that in your own way. Even though destiny is destiny, it's like you're taking charge of that by aligning yourself where you're being pulled and called to go. I see a lot of surrendering of any kind of like escapism or methods of, again, staying stuck. I feel like you're surrendering a lot of this. You could be surrendering things from the past, letting go of hope around something coming back from the past, and focusing more on your own being and world. Some of you are getting in touch with scrying or with like divination methods, or with, your own being, with maybe the feminine energies, or with baby or maternal energies as well. There's some kind of a weight that wants to come to a close here. And also something that there's a little resistance to accept right now, and that's okay. But I think in the future there is something, and it's not necessarily an offer, but more like an energetic gift that you're going to accept. Some of you could feel like a little bit of dark night of soul energy, or like you're really deeply introspecting, really deeply in your solo space, looking inwards, reflecting on, looking back, perhaps something like this with the hermit energy. Definitely a feeling of processing or reflecting on endings. A lot of positioning here of reflection. Okay, reflection on your choices. You've made wise choices, dear one. That's what I hear them say. From here forwards, things go very good, smooth sailing, very well, okay? So things are really shifting in a positive way for you. There's no need to rush to the end or to the completion of anything. It is here and now as it should be, okay? There's a lot of different abstract things coming in through your mind, your crown chakra, your mind space as well, that are very beautiful and strong that you're able to pull into this reality, okay? Ten of Swords is very much like defeat, feeling of real failure or ending. This is talking about the freedom that happens after what we perceive as failure or ending or defeat, or being, totally just, defeated, backstabbed, betrayed, hurt, whatever it is. But this is talking about the creativity that comes from the feeling of that desolation, from the freedom that comes from the new horizons and beginnings that come. Because this kind of an ending or completion, it's going to kill an old mindset, an old way of being, and it's going to allow a transition that is very strong to know and align with who you truly are and what you're truly here to do. This is going to help guide you forwards, to make motion and movement forward. So this motion could start to pick up pace. You could start to feel like faster and faster and faster. You're wanting to move ahead, even if you don't know where you're going or can't see where you're going. It's a very strong and beautiful energy. You're being led by spirit, by your strength, essentially, by the forces within you, both accepted here quite equally, okay? I really love that. You're moving towards what you love coming up here, towards your passions. Your passions protect you. This could be a person, people, things, places, things you love to do, but you're going to be protected and recognized in these passions, because these passions are more aligned with your soul plan than ever before, okay? Even if it's a reformat of passions you've already been pursuing, or new ones altogether, people too. This is super, super strong, okay? Any energies that have been restrictive or manipulative, especially mentally, or have left, just headaches or just been just chaos, these are also dissipating. The more you align with yourself, the more you see this energy dissipate around you, or that it just doesn't affect you at all, because you're really in a state of alignment more and more, and understanding and stillness with yourself as well, okay? Very strong. This is also like karma being released, karma releasing itself to make room for a very kind of fresh palette, a fresh energy. Rest and rejuvenation is recommended here. You don't need to force any kind of beginnings. You don't need to force acting on passions right now, or acting on these things right at this moment. The time will come when it is supposed to come. For some of you, again, it's things you've already been doing, but where you feel called to rest and kind of put your heart back together is super important. And where you feel called to move, even if you don't have that vision right in mind, super important. Like you could just be like, I really feel called to move here, or to do this thing today, or whatever. I don't know why or how it fits into something, but I feel called to do it. So it's like, okay, perfect, then just do it. You don't have to know the exact outcome or the reason why, okay? So you guys, that's what we have for you at this time. You can always email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries. But until then, we send you lots of love. Past life meditations, guided meditations could be really smart for you, could be really smart for you at this time as well, to get more and more in touch with this, or just meditating in general, okay? So, all right, much love, you guys. Hello and welcome, Group 5. Hope you guys are doing well and in high spirits. So your message is Council of Light. This is divine orchestration and helpers in the subtle realms. Beautiful. So a lot of spiritual assistance, cosmic assistance here, help basically coming through. I don't know why this is so crooked, but it is. And we see a plethora, or a very nice mixture of spirit guide energies here as well. Council of Light, I'm pretty sure, is a real thing. I mean, the Council of Time, Council of Light. Galactic Federation. There's a lot of different councils and orders and different things out there. So this is absolutely like everything, divine orchestration. That's like everything is coming together as it should be. You know, it's a grand plan when it should be. Every detail has its place, every event. There's no accidents, okay? And then also helpers in the subtle realms. You know, you could have a new crew on board here, or you could feel more energies on board helping you, or maybe you don't feel them at all, but just remember, you can always ask for help because they are there and ready to listen. These are a lot of ascended masters as well. And a lot of this wants to bring, as the title would suggest, the Council of Light wants to bring a lot of illumination into your world, into your plan, into your path, to help maybe settle and ease some of your fears or maybe some of your hurts as well, okay? Some of this energy does come in after hard times, especially, like we go through really intense or hard, you know, time, tower moment, dark night of the soul, breakup, whatever we go through, heartbreak, loss. And this can be a time where we start to see more and more, because we're kind of called to search, to seek in a way during these times, you know, so we start to recognize more, and then we get that kind of divine help that's coming in a way. Anything to add to for group 5, their message, please and thank you. Yeah, we should know, you should know that we are with you and guiding you is really important. Nice. There's a real change with the mindset here, or with people around you. People who could have caused headaches, been very limiting in their mentalities, been manipulative or tried to win at all costs, abusive, chaotic, mental warfare, things that are just really restrictive. Could have also been like an Aquarius energy, or a bad boss or coworker, or Scorpio, or I don't get Scorpio as much, but just the feeling of this energy dissipating or transforming and for the better in your world, in your life. There's another one, 5 of Wands. Similar energy, super chaotic, arguments, confusion, battles about where to go or what you should do with your life, or fights over passions even, jealousy, envy, confusion of what way to go, limitation of action. So limitation even around action and around mindset. These things are falling off and fading out. And this is all part of the grand plan, to experience the contrast, but also to experience how much better life can be in a way, knowing what it was with these energies present into what it can be. So really strong illumination here, okay? New mindsets, new perspectives. Some of these are very divinely gifted and given. You don't have to be a spiritual guru to get this, okay? This is interesting. I'm noticing the neck really strongly in this picture, more than I ever have. There could be some kind of a strong focus on your neck, or on the neck, the strength of the neck, the tension in the neck, something like this. But the mindset, the breakthrough of the mindset, the freedom coming through in the mindset, some of your shadows are being set free. This illumination is going to offer you a lot of insight, a lot of perspective, a lot of belief as well, belief in yourself, belief in things that you need to believe in or want to believe in, and also just a clearer mind, a clearer sight on this. It's going to help you move forwards with a lot more peace, a lot more knowing, a lot more confidence, okay? Very strong energy. You've been carrying a lot for a long time, it feels. And this is going to help you so much, this change. Yeah, this is you walking away from something fiery, okay? It could have been well, I don't know, it's not really astrology here, it's more just walking away from something that has maybe been quite chaotic or bound you, but you're also walking towards something else. It doesn't mean what you're walking away from was wrong or bad, but it just means you're walking away from something to walk towards something else. And what you're walking towards is your freedom, your liberation, your ability to create your world and be in flow and balance and harmony more and more and more. You're walking towards a lot more wisdom and a lot less chaos, okay? Definitely seeing some order and balance to chaos. Tower moment here. This could be you choosing to make sudden change in your life. Though it can be just sudden change that happens, you could really be choosing this, okay? This is part of the divine orchestration. Whatever this big change is, this walking away from, this mindset shift, it's going to be a real moment of like a revelation, enlightenment, like, like I see now. This is a really big time now for you. Okay, what's coming through here? What's been recently, what's now, and what's coming in, it's massive. You have a lot of assistance with this process, okay? There's going to be some relinquishing of control or energies around you that are game playing or controlling. I feel a lot of release of fire energy in your life. And a lot more moving into that magician, into that feeling of creation in a very wise and neutral place. Your dreams, what you dream of, what you long for, could be taking a shift. And you could need to balance as you move ahead, planning with following your passions. There's some kind of a union, a friendship, a contract, a marriage, something here that is on pause as you reformat, because there's a real happy outcome emotionally that wants to come through in your world. And it's like by pausing this or pulling this out or walking away from this, it allows that harmonious union and energy to come in. Okay? I feel like there's a lot about shadow work, shadows coming through here that need to be addressed to pull things into balance in your world and to kind of get you into this happy emotional place and outcome that you perhaps desire to be in with another. But it's like first you have to be there with yourself in some way. Doesn't mean perfectly or fully, but in some way. Okay? You don't need traditional things in a connection either. Do you know that? I feel like you're really reformatting your ideas of what things need to look like or be. Anything else, please and thank you. And something here could have been quite unstable. So everything that's happening now has happened, will happen, absolutely meant to be. Very divinely orchestrated, just as it says. There's something that wants to release you from the past here. And there's a new kind of work that you could be focusing on with the help of this Council of Light energy as well. Something about a situation also could have distracted you from higher knowledge that wanted to come in. Could have been jealousy, or you could have been cheated on or hurt. You would know about this. And it could have been really slow moving to release the focus of this on this pain in the past. You have help with this situation. You have help to release this. Reach out and ask for it, okay? And accept it if you can. You may have given up on some kind of a dream or a wish at some point too, or you may think it's out of reach. It's not. It returns. It's starting to return, or a new one is starting to come in. And you're going to start to get more ideas about how to move forwards with this and communicate this, okay? Beyond this tower energy. I feel like you're in quite like a lot of control of this tower too, which is very positive. And I think this fiery, passionate energy is something that you're going to release with a person. There could have been a lot of fights, arguments, chaos. So it doesn't mean you're letting go of this person or that you broke up, though you may have. But it does mean that something's changing about your dynamic with this person, okay? Any last message for who we're reading for? Please and thank you. Meditate your way into emotional maturity. Even though you already are emotionally mature, this is going to help you a lot. You don't need to make or accept any offers right now. And when things are unclear emotionally, just pause, meditate, wait the best that you can. Don't make a decision. Don't make an offer when things are unclear, and don't accept an offer when things are unclear. You're moving, you're transitioning from one to another. You're transitioning from feeling like you have no power, authority, or control, or like you've been really focused on what's happened in the past and now you don't trust yourself emotionally, into trusting yourself emotionally and being more in tune. You're moving into that energy. You're also going to get more done more quickly beyond this transformation and change, because it is a big transformation that you're in and going through now or very soon. You can always reach out and ask for help. Just remember that, okay? You got this. This is very much divine orchestration, and it is meant to be. You can always email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries. But until then, we send you guys lots of love. Take care.